Hello, good evening, good morning, everyone. So, welcome to the video of creating the GitHub repository and cloning the GitHub repository. So, in the first video, I have shown you how you can create the Git repository on the GitHub account. So, in today's video, I am going to tell you how you can clone the GitHub repository on your laptop and how you can make changes to a certain file and then commit and push the changes so that you are able to see the changes in the current repository that you have created on the GitHub account, right? So I hope you are able to see my screen. So this is basically the GitHub repository, Kyra here and the repository 123 that we have created. So right now, and let me switch the tab. So currently my Git is already configured. So in order to configure the Git, you can have something like git config -- user.name, and here you can pass whatever the username of your GitHub account, and similarly you can have the email one also, right? So whenever you are cloning the GitHub repository, it generally asks you the username and password for only the first time whenever you are cloning it, right? So right now you can either clone it using the username and password. Apart from it, you can also use a personal access token. For that, right, if you just go to here in the settings, here itself there is a developer tool, developer settings. Here itself in the personal access token, you can click on the generate new token. Here itself you can tap like my token, right? So whenever it is basically the expiration date, so you can set it to 7 days, 60 days, or 90 days as per your requirement, and you can allow the access to it, whether you are allowing it to create or delete the repo, delete the packages, right, read the user. All of these permission you can have applied to this token. So whenever you are doing a git clone, and suppose you have typed this URL like this, so it will ask you generally the username. Here username you can pass it as whatever the username, and in the password you need to tap it as this password, this token. This is the token. So remember, you have copied this token because it will generally disappear whenever you are you can say whenever you are researching it or you are reloading the tab, right? Let me reload the tab to show you. See, it is disappeared, right? So in that way you need to remember it. So I have already configured the personal access token. So right now what I am showing you, I am just cloning the git repository. So it is cloning, right? If I do a ls, so this is a repository that I currently had, right? So here is my readme file, right? So what I'm doing, I'm just creating a test file, tst.tst, right? I'm just saying that hello, welcome to the Bансалl-TechTalk. Okay, I'm saving it with a wq, right? So here itself, if I do a control ls-ltra, you are going to see this is the file that is created, my test, right? If I do a git status, right, it is showing that there is one file that is getting created, right? So remember that whenever you are creating or making some changes to a new file, there is basically we are having a, you can say, are my staging area and the working area in Git. I assume that you are familiar with the concept. If not, then I will be creating one more video to have that your understanding on it. So right now I am just adding this my test one, right? So if I do a git status now, it is just adding to my area. It is like See, this is new file. Now in order to first we need to do a git add, then we need to just commit it to the staging area, right? Staging area, I'm just committing it. So in order to commit measure anything, I can write like edit test, right? So I'm just clicking enter. Right now if you do a git status, you say that nothing is here to push and commit, right? So if I do a git push, so do remember that there is currently the main branch I am currently working on. So in order to commit to the main branch, you can use a git push. See, it is already pushed to my main branch. So if I go to my repository in a GitHub, do a refresh, you are able to see this text file is added, right? So in that way we can first need to add, like we need to have these command ready. You can say git add, right? And then we need to have git commit in order to commit it to the staging area, right? We can either mark it as commit message for a better understanding, right? So either we can have that git push, right? So these are the commands that we have learned today. I hope you have found this video useful and you can use it in your daily life, in your technology projects and so on, right? So stay tuned for my next video. Good day, goodbye, take care.